Hello, this is Rodrigo from Frame Freak Studio, and this is the Ask Frame Freak show. And today's question is, what can we do to charge more to one client? So, what can you do to charge more to one client that you have? This is a tricky question because it will depend on the client that you have. First of all, you have to make sure of some variables. One is that this client has enough money so he can pay you more, because sometimes they don't have more, like that's it. And many people think that these people that they are hiring them have a lot of money and things like that, but they are not counting a lot of other personal issues he might have, like personal expenses, maybe their sons, daughters, medical bills. Like a boss is not going to come to an employee and tell all these personal problems, at least not most of them. So first of all, you need to make sure that he is actually able to pay more, like that he has enough money there so he can be able to raise your salary or something like that. Second of all, like if you are 100% sure that he can pay more, then you have to make sure that he's getting the right value from you. And this is like, forget all your personal issues right now, because he's not going to care. Like nobody's going to care about your personal issues. You have to think this in a very tactical way. So you need to make 100% sure that he is really getting the true value that he wants from you. And this can be a very different thing from you than to him. Because let's say there is people, and I had this problem. For example, I had one job where I was putting a lot of effective work there. I was everything that they asked of me, I was able to resolve really, really fast. But this job, because of the corporate culture, I don't know, it was ancient rules, but it was pretty much what they truly value is that you were there early, like that you were there on time for the job. And for me, that was stupid. Like for me, that was completely idiotic, that they valued so much more that you were right on time, that you actually got the job done. But it was like that, and I was late. So for my boss, for my employees, when I was working there, I sucked at my job because I was not early. I was always late, like really late. And although I was able to solve every problem really fast, and I had all these very effective solutions, they didn't really care much about that because time wasn't a problem for them in that area. They like most of the employees that they had were guys who every time they ask something and they say it is urgent, they ended up delivering up at the end of the day or maybe the next day. And for me, when you come to me and say this is urgent, I get the shit done in 15 minutes. So, but that wasn't the case for them. So there was like a cognitive dissonance there, where what they value as important work was not the same thing that I valued as important work. And what I was doing, that I thought that this is important, this is how things should be done, wasn't being recognized by them. So first, you should go to your boss and ask, before asking any raise or anything like that, ask like, hey, look, I like my job here, I like what I'm doing for you, I like the work that I'm doing for you. I just want to make sure that I'm being an effective employee for you. So I wanted to make sure what are your priorities, your top 3 priorities, like, and he's going to be happy to tell you like, okay, I need you to do this, 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 and that. And maybe you are failing at 2 of those. So now you know like what is this guy valuing the most. And then you can make a deal like, okay, I will do my best for the next 1 month, 2 months, 3 months into improving these things. And if I do this for the next 3 months, for the next 2 months, and if you see a good improvement into these things that you have told me that are the most important things for you, can we discuss a raise? Of course he's going to say yes, like, unless he gets really honest and say, okay, we cannot discuss a raise because I don't have much more money to pay you. But at least now you know. And at least now you know what is the most important thing for him, for your boss, or for her, whatever. But at least now you know what is the most important thing, and now you can focus completely on doing those things that are the most important for them, for your job, for your client, for whatever, and do it great. And now you can ask for a raise because you are being an effective employee. And this is how you do it, and this is how many people don't do it, because they just get like, hey, I need more money because, I don't know, I want to get my son into special classes or whatever, and that's never going to work. Like, your client is never going to care. So this is what you do. Be tactical about it. Find what is most important for your client. Do a great job. Make sure that he's getting the right value for what you're doing, and then when you become invaluable to your client, the price is just not going to matter. So this is how you get a raise in from your clients, and I hope that this has helped you. And if you have found some value in this video, please subscribe to it and like to our fan page. See ya.